take a little bit more of this to continue on beyond this little buy zone. There's the pop. Question is, can we get another decent leg up? See all the nonsense here, pulling out liquidity. Early into the session, we've got a couple of failed attempts here to move lower. Let's see if we can actually get some decent size on accepted at these highs, unlike currently. I suspect that that big move down was well orchestrated, and we've still got the opportunity for the big wash of shorts higher up. So I'm certainly not seeing anything that's saying, no, there's no way we're going to continue going up. So this is all on low business, these pushes just into this transition area. There we go. That's what we might be waiting for, some shorting to come in. So you've got multiple failed attempts to move lower, buyers stepping in higher and higher, setting the trap here. And if we can get into this area, we should be good to go. So we're not in a full-on short covering move here. A lot of this is actually just a commitment on the long side. There's some old short inventory here, when I say old, from overnight. So I've got flat, but I'm happy to re-engage on the long side if we start to get something that looks a bit parabolic, like it's just shorts getting... And we've got a bunch of longs just above here. So ready to capture a transition from this sort of accumulation to a genuine short covering rip. So plenty of acceptance straight away into these new highs. Right, here we go with the rip, size on the covering side now. So I don't want to get caught holding the bag here on the long side, just because it might be that we're doing a bit of a changeover here from long dominance to short dominance without too many actually seeing it. So we went from some genuine covering to some program trading there. My immediate read is that what's happened there is that, like, we've got that rip and then something's flipped. Because, I mean, most of this move's been pretty well controlled. Selling was probably there to try and suck in some bigger sellers so they can get another go at a move up. Because it's going to take a push to get us through all this buying that's up here. So we need to throw a bit at it to get through that buying. So in here, you think of the longs that we'll want to cover. So you need enough short offside trading that no matter the buying that comes in here for those early longs from overnight who cover, that then there's still sufficient offside shorts to keep the move going. So we're rotating in here because longs are getting out, but we've still got a good whack of shorts I don't believe have covered. And whammo, we just had to build up enough to get through those longs who wanted to cover this transition area. That, of course, has become less and less significant over time. So it's been used successfully initially to get all of the huge amount of selling in today. See the trend there that this is just becoming less and less significant. This was quite interesting to just bring in a whole lot of selling first to then get us through. That whole move down was quite orchestrated. So I can see how traders this morning might have had an idea that we're going just to continue straight up, because we've seen that so many times after these big moves. And based on those things I just pointed out with the profile. So it's quite clever to kill that idea in the minds of a lot of traders and then get stuck into it later. So now we're seeing a bit of drift. They can not have to intervene here terribly much. They just let it drift back. Naturally letting it drift down. Why? Because they're just going to allow short inventory to build. But they'll support it, right, so it can't actually keep going with a big whopping bid.